Howdy folks, welcome to episode 92. This is where I saved it, and yeah, we kind of, I left it because the physics were off, and then I came in to check something, and found that, yeah, this was going on. So we're gonna hit some brakes here. We're just gonna, yeah, that's really loud too. We're just gonna hit some brakes here so that these things don't run forever. We'll stop and, hopefully this won't squish them all off the track too. But this should keep things in line, I hope. Might need a couple more. Here, we'll do a couple more. I just want to keep them all on one end instead of like randomly hitting brakes on everything. So we're going to check out, we're going to figure out what happened with this piece of track here. And so what I want to do is I'm going to put a bunch of these down where the track is, just so we can keep track of, so we can keep track of where things are at, so that when we delete the track, it'll come back in the same spot, or so that we can walk along where the track was, basically. And I don't think this segment is going to be deleted, but we'll do this anyway because these are fairly easy to remove. And then yeah, then we can see what we've got as far as, I might just put in multiple segments to smooth out this corner too. Make it multiple segments or whatever. And so this one is going to be beside the track. Okay, good. See, there's this right here. This is one of the things I was talking about, but this is pretty far back from here. This is like over where the engines were, so I don't think that's what it was. And see, these things right here, these trees, make it really hard to see what's going on. We're going to do this. And then we're going to go back to here. And I'm going to put one here. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to make multiple segments out of this, because you look at how long these segments are, it's really bad. So we'll just do this, and then we can worry about... Am I really getting stuck on those? That's awesome. Okay. So I think we're good on that. So we should be able to remove this piece of track here. So let's go like this. We're going to remove rails, and we're going to start right over here. We're going to see what we've got as far as stuff on the tracks, because this was where we got stuck. So it's going from here to here. We've got, what is that? Look, that right there. Maybe that's it, because that one made me jump up here. We'll just do that, actually. That kind of helps, doesn't it? Where's our track is right here. Yeah. See, we've got more right here. I think that must be the one that was sticking out that we were looking at all those times. See if we got anything else that sticks out here. I don't see anything else. Okay. So we'll see where our track starts and ends here. Yeah, okay. So we'll put a piece in here. All right. I'm just laughing because I've got a... I made my own desk because I want it to be the right height. And nobody makes desks at the height that I want them. So I made my own desk, and then I drilled holes in the desktop. It's only like a 1-inch thick pine desktop. So I drilled holes in it so I can secure the flight sim controls down to the to the desktop, and there's a hole right where I want to use my mouse now. Because I also got rid of my mouse pad because it was annoying. It was I had a huge, one of those huge like 3-foot long mouse pads that like goes underneath your keyboard and everything, because then you don't have to worry about going off the side of the mouse pad. That's not a, that's just deco, right? Let's see. Oh, that was a thing too. Huh. Okay. But yeah, so I got rid of that because it was irritating, like the part of my wrist that rests on it. I don't know. I had one for a long time and it was nice, but I got a new one, and whatever material they made it out of it is like an irritant to my skin. Let's go like this. Get rid of that too. See, there's a few things over here that may or may not be the problem. Double check again. The stuff that's waving in the wind is just deco. Okay. No, I think we're good. But yeah, so now like I move my mouse over that hole, and the just the right spot on the mouse on the hole. Yes, on the hole. Preparation H feels good, right? Okay, anyway. So yeah, every time I do that, it takes me a second, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's that, and then I laugh. And so yeah, so I'm laughing about nothing. Okay. All right. And we'll see if we can, that's just grass. See if we can get over this one. And see, I don't want to take these things out yet because I want our track to go along the same spot that it did before. We know, that way we know our deco is gone. See, there's that right there. That needs to go away too. Okay. And then we'll just connect these two. Okay, so now we should be good. So then we just need to remove props. We just remove all these props. And I think we'll remove these too. Remove props. So that should help. That should fix things, I think. And then we'll see if we can get our stuff to go up the hill this time without it falling all over the place. Okay, so we did get... Yeah, we didn't see anything else over here. Okay. I should leave something here. Let's leave a little building here or something so that we know to watch. So wood rick, firewood facility, coal tower, water tower. Those are all big. We'll just leave a little telegraph office here. We'll do this way. There. We're just going to leave that there so we can see. Is it still crashing over by the thing? That'll guarantee. Okay. It's like deer kept spawning in front of Hurley's truck, and so I put one of those giant metal racks that protects the front end. And there haven't been any deer since. And we kept losing our power during like storms and stuff in the summer, and we bought a little generator, and it's like suddenly the power stopped going out. It's like, see, we know how to manipulate Murphy. Okay, I think we got everything. Alright, so we should be able to hook this up. I think if we leave the brakes, if we leave the brakes on, we should be okay. Yeah, because if we turn the brakes off, these are going to roll some more. And I don't think I want that yet. And we did put these back on the track, right? Yeah, we put him back on the track. And we're going to have to come back up this hill again. So that's going to be an adventure in itself, right? All right, how are we doing on fuel? We're still good on fuel. Okay. Go like this. Nice. Let me turn this way down. There we go. Okay. So yeah, somebody pointed out in the comments that, yeah, you used to be able to move this up and down with the up and down arrows. I don't remember when they changed where you could do this. Where you could do this thing with the up and down arrows. Yeah, I don't remember when they changed that. It's been a while now. We're going on, what, a year and a half or something like that? Almost 2 years maybe since they did the, what do they call it, version 1.0, went gold, whatever. I don't know what they call it. But yeah, since they did that and finalized the game and stopped working on it and abandoned it, is that the terminology for it? I don't know if... It just makes me wonder what... is it Stefan, the dev, is doing? If he's just burned out. I mean, I do understand burnout. I've been there. Maybe he's burned out. Especially when you have a passion project like that, and you've got those of you who understand special interests and passion projects and that kind of stuff, you put everything, your entire mind and body and soul and everything into whatever your project is, and it's like you're thinking about it all day. You're not just driving to the grocery store or whatever. You're thinking about your project, you know. You're either thinking about it or you're working on it, you know. There's no in between or anything. There's nothing else. It like consumes you. It's really cool in a way, but it can get exhausting. Let me stop here and so yeah, I mean you get fried, you get brain fried from that, and you do it too much. Let's see. So you do have to learn how to it's a skill. You learn how to manage that energy and how much you can do. And why is this even doing that? Why is this even coming off the track again? That's what I want to know. Why is it coming off the track? What changed when we re-railed it? Okay, let's see. Let's go back to here so we can see what's going on. If this, we'll see if it connects. Nope. Nope, it doesn't. Maybe that's why. Here. Is it just... It's just doing nothing? That's awesome. Okay. Let's hit the brakes here. We're going to take this one out then. We need to do that too. Okay. This one. There, because this one's going to roll into it. That's what I was wanting to avoid. Okay. So that's going to do that. These brakes are back on, right? Or off, I mean. Yeah, okay. Go like this. We're going to turn our brakes off. We're going to let this roll in. What are you guys doing back there? They're play fighting. Alright. The kittens hit a certain age and we have a different name for them. It rhymes with kitten. But it starts with SH. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we need to get back into the engine here and manage our energy as we come down this hill. There we go. Yeah, they hit that phase, and see, I think it's this curve. This curve was pretty bad for as much push as we had. It might almost be better to come along this and then curve in. But that's cheating, right? We'll try one more time pulling this up the hill and see if we can get it up the hill. If we can't get it up the hill, if we can't get it safely up the hill, then we'll go the other way. I guess we'll have to back through. We'll have to use the other turnaround, which is going to be just as treacherous. The turnaround by the, whatchamacallit, by the iron thing. You know, I do need to check that on the save editor. Bring this down to 5. Yeah, I'll check that on the save editor and make sure that it's actually going to be, that it's actually going to work. Alright, and then we're going to have to go... There we go. We're going to have to go put... See, our frame rate really drops when we connect all this because it's got to do all the physics. I'm pretty sure the physics is going to be like exponential or geometric or whatever. Basically, that adding, you know, 10 cars is not 10% more physics calculations than 9 cars. It's probably half of 10 squared, so it's basically a squared progression. So, you know, it goes from half of 81 to half of 100. Okay. I thought we put on more brakes than that. I guess not. Okay. So all the brakes are off. All the brakes are off. So we'll see if we can pull this up the hill. Let's make sure that we have fuel. 57%. I think these are going to be the same. Let's see. 40%. Okay. Nope. I missed. I was too far away. I was too far away, and so the whatchamacallit went into a black hole. All the fuel just disappeared into the abyss. Became nothing. The cartoon peril was no more. Okay, do we have the lights on in the front? Yeah, we do have the lights on in the front. Okay, so we're going to jump into this vehicle. And we're just going to bring this up the hill if we can. I guess not. I guess the regulator won't bring it up the hill, will it? Or are the other ones still in reverse? Are they pulling against each other? I think they were pulling against each other. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Oh, no. That's why. We did it again. No, not like that. Go! Fly! What's it doing? I'm glad we have this fly option, because if we still had to run with this, it would be so in trouble. Let's go like this. This is going to stop on its own, isn't it? Is it just going to stop on its own? I think it is. You know, I don't think we're going to make it up this. These are just not... These connectors are too weak. If that's what you want to call them. Alright. Now, there's... Because we added all the extra weight with all those other cars. Whoops, we want to go this way. We're going to come back here. Oh, we lost a car, too. Hold on. Why? How did I not see that? Episode 92. We just goof off for a half hour and get nothing done. Alright. I mean, that's pretty much all episodes of mine, right? Okay. There we go. Yeah, we'll just leave the reverser on. There we go. We'll stay at 5 umphs, because that's a lot of umphs. Well, at least we're going along a straight track. I mean, that's helpful, right? Okay, so we're just going to let this move on its own for right now, because I want to check out down here. So what we want to do is we want to come back this way, and we're going to come around this, and hopefully this isn't longer than the entirety of our train, right? I mean, we could just go up this and then, let me see, we're backing up. What if we back up across this and then go forward? We could do that, but I kind of want the challenge of this. More? Really? All right. Let's see how many times we have to re-rail everything. What a mess. All right. Repeat after me. Owa. I'm going to teach you a new language. Owa. Tame. Siam. Or sitas, right? Owa. Tama. Tame sitas. Okay. Let's see if we can get... we got on the wrong... Okay. Can't put them on that. Let's get these out of the way. It's a pain. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to move forward a lot more, because this isn't going to... It's such a huge mess. Oh, top pain. It is. Okay. Here. Give it a lot of room. I think we're going to have to back up to where we started again. All right. Did we even get anywhere? And we still have to make sure that we have, here, that all the brakes are off. I think that might be part of the problem. Maybe we have some stuff with brakes on. Okay, re-rail. We're going to go up here. Where are the brakes? Brakes. We're going to put all these up as far as we can. And brakes. See, I don't know what causes it to decide which way goes forward. Like, how does it decide whether the front should go there or the front should go there? I don't know. Okay, and then do we have any more? Yeah, we have one more. No, that's a flat car. Alright, take the brakes off. We need to take the brakes off every time we re-rail it, just because otherwise it's going to be too easy to miss one. Let's see, did we get... Oh, those were flat cars. Okay. The one upside down, it looked like a gondola. The damage doesn't look so bad from out here. This is why I hate the middle mouse button thing. Okay. go up here. See, the sun's getting low. The shadows are getting long. Okay. So did we take the brakes off of this one? No. Let's worry about. Did I really? I just rereeled those on the wrong track. I'm such an idiot. Okay. Now we got to do that over again. All right. Brakes. I meant to do that. It's like when you're reading and you read the wrong row. Okay. Come on. I was too worried about the middle mouse button. Okay. All right. I swear that middle mouse button thing is malicious design. Okay, we're gonna double check these. We did those. Did I get distracted on the last one? No, brake 0%. Okay, so we should be good to back this up now. Hopefully. We can back it up while being filled with hope. Because that's what hopefully is supposed to mean. You just don't want to hit these too hard. Especially such a long, these ones. There we go. Yeah, those ones you don't want to hit too hard, especially this big thing back here. There. You want to take it really easy on this. Okay, that's much nicer. Much better. Okay, so that should let us come down the hill. Let's get down the hill safely before we start pushing all this. Come down the hill. There we go. Much better. Let's see what it takes to get us back. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're okay here. Man, you can see it here. We're getting like maybe 5-6 frames a second. You can see it here too with these jerking. Okay. Let's see what we got back here. Is that just the different cars? Those are just the different cars. They look like they were kind of bunched up or something. Okay. We're going to come up here. I mean, this train is so long we can't even... Whoops. We can't even make out the cars and stuff. Alright, so our reverser, we're going to give it a little bit of reverser here. A little bit. Until I run out of patience and hit it back to 100, right? We just spent the entire episode doing this. Getting this train to move, like, now we're where we started, maybe? Okay. Alright, we should be good. Yeah, see? We're good now. Okay. It's all compacted. Everything is compacted. So we should be good to go here. See, I do need to put a caboose on these, just so I can have lighting at the back end. Yeah, I don't want to go through this when it's dark. I don't want to do that. And I want to check the other thing before we get there anyway, so let's see what we've got here. How much distance do we have to go here? So it's just around that corner. I do want to stop before we get to that switch. Just because I want to be able to double check. I want to be able to double check that turn. Oh, you know what we could do? If we go around we go around this way, we can stop and see if this will actually go in there. We can do our little test. I do want to do that. Not sure that it's a wise idea to do that with the train that's infinity cars long, but you know, where's your sense of adventure, right? Okay. This was over where we crashed. Yeah, see, here's the thingy. This is where it was coming off the rails. I think we got whatever it was. That may have been that tiny little rock thing. It just had a hitbox that goes taller than that. It's kind of like the opposite of Empyrean, where they had the spiders with the hitbox that was like microscopic. Okay. Let's see if we've got... We're going to back this up into that thing, just out of curiosity. We're going to do that this episode. I don't want to wait for next episode to do that. See what we can get. Are we still on track? Yep, we're still on the rails. Okay, we're still on the rails. Alright, so this should get us around this corner. Yeah, the thing is that the physics, with these huge trains, it's the physics that's killing your frame rate. And so it wouldn't even do any good to like go into the graphics and turn down options or anything like that either. Can't really turn down options. Is that snow? It's snowing in the desert. Cool. It's been a while since I've seen snow. On the game anyway. Uh-oh. Wow. Did something just... That was a big lag spike. Just want to make sure we're all still on the... Yep, we're all still on the rails. Okay. Now we're going to have a whole lot of, whatchamacallit. We're going to have a whole lot of stretch, because each car is going to move, like, you know, a little bit out once we stop, and so we need to be kind of careful about that when we come up to here. When it goes from compression to tension, it's going to, the train's going to get a lot longer, and so if we try to bring it right up to the end of that, it's going to be a problem. We just need to see if it collides with the coal, and I don't think it does, if I remember correctly. But that's what we're about to find out. This is how you find out stuff. You experiment. You make actual observations and isolate variables and make observations instead of just guessing and then assuming you're right and posting on social media and being offended at anybody that doesn't agree with your guess. All right. You guys already know that anyway. That's why you're watching this channel, because you're smart. All right. Well, you're at least a nerd if you're watching this channel. Okay. That's a good thing. See, I think maybe this one might collide, but this doesn't, or vice versa. I don't remember now. We're going to find out. We're about to find out in 3, 2, 1. What's going to happen here? I mean, we're going slow enough that it should be... Oh, nope, 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 nope. Okay. I guess we can't go through there. Oh, that kind of sucks. Huh. Okay. Well, That's a great way to end an episode. That's me for episode 92. Join me in episode 93. We will, yeah, we'll see if we can get this train turned around, and then I'll have to figure this out. Maybe we'll just make this go up a hill or something. But yeah, that's going to be it for episode 92. Join me in episode 93, and we'll see you then. Later.